Well, I'm on my way down to Kangaroo Valley for a couple of days kayak camping, film a couple of episodes for YouTube. I'm just heading over Berry Mountain at the moment on my way to Tallowa Dam. So we've had a bit of rain on the east coast for the last few days, so it's going to be interesting seeing what the water quality is like. I spoke to one of the mates, a local farmer down here, Graham. He sent me a couple of photos of the water levels under Hampton Bridge, and yeah, she's looking pretty brown. And he does say that in recent times, like, it does wash away fairly quick. The water comes back to pretty clear colour within sort of 24 hours or so. And that's the hope anyway. So we're going to head down today, set up at Tallowa, and then head up the river and find a camping spot. My brother's going to come down a little bit later on, and he's going to do an episode for Escape with ET, so that'll be great as well. And we'll do a couple of nights camping, fishing for bass predominantly, but we're likely to catch a few carp and stuff like that. But yeah, always fun down here. The weather's on the mend. By Wednesday I think it's meant to be around 30 degrees, so that's the plan for now, so it should be good. Looking forward to getting back down here again. Love these trips, these style trips, kayak camping, one of my favourite things to do. And hopefully, like I said, the fish are on the chew and we can land a few nice bass to go with the beautiful sort of landscapes that, you know, are down on this way when we're on the Kangaroo River. So stay tuned for that, should be fantastic. So here's the state of the river at Hampton Bridge. It's pretty high, a little bit of cloudy looking water, but it's not too bad. Okay, and this is the Weir side, which is like the eastern side of the river under Hampton Bridge. So the little weir down there is fully covered over. Usually you can see the concrete platform, but yeah, she's got a bit of water. In younger years, that big rock platform there on the left, I remember jumping off there with a couple of mates. Yeah, back in the day. Well, I'm standing here overlooking the beautiful Kangaroo River and the junction down this direction where the Shoalhaven runs into it, and just behind that mountain there is Tallowa Dam. So the water looks pretty good, the quality looks good. I can actually see, you know, up close to the bank that there's you know, a bit of clarity in it. There's a whole stack of kayakers just going out here now, maybe 10 of those. So the conditions look great, the weather's clearing. Can't wait to get down, set up all my kit and get out on that river chasing bass. Well, I'm just heading down the road now, not far off from the launch area at Tallowa Dam. It's going to be good fun. There's a few people here, not too many. I've been here when the whole car park's completely full, but obviously that weather has probably changed a few people's minds. Yeah, pretty awesome. Here we are. Tallowa Dam. It's a good facility here, brilliant for this launching and stuff, really good. Alright, time to unload all the gear. Pretty simple, the old kayak loader. Alright everyone, I've made it. It's actually a little bit sprinkly at the moment, just as I put in. Low cloud in the river. There's quite a few paddlers out. I'm not far from just launching point. I'll have a few little casts, some of these little snags along the bank as I go, as I move my way up and look for a place to camp tonight. My brother's going to come down tomorrow, so tonight and today, just a little bit solo. Nice and quiet. The outback is fully loaded. Actually, yeah, she's got a bit on her, so I'll just be a little bit careful. Obviously, once I get to camp, which isn't too far up the river, I can unload most of this gear and just keep the fishing gear on the kayak. But yeah, it's handling it okay, just like my Hobie Lynx did as well. So I'll get a couple of casts in now. A couple of nice bassy looking snags, but again, early days. A bit of a breeze just kicked up. You definitely know it when you're fully loaded like this. But it actually, yeah, you've got all those boxes on the back and the wind hits it side on like a sail. It definitely turns the kayak. It's not the time you'd want to get caught out in a really bad, say, strong wind situation. So yeah, I would say take caution. And for me, if this wind picked up to where I didn't think it was safe, I would pull over to the bank and wait it out. Okay, I've just been moving up the river and, oh, trolling, oh, I've hooked up right out in the middle. How weird's that? 15 or 16 metres of water. I'm not sure whether it's a carp or a bass yet. But it is a bass, first bass of the trip. Now, let's grab my net up the front. It's pretty exciting, but a little bit random. He's a nice fish, and he did hit pretty hard. I didn't have the camera on because I was just moving along the river. Oh well, I've just dropped him. He's just come off, mucking around, getting set up and organised. But yeah, anyway, look, it's fishing. Alright, well I've set up my little campsite for the night, just in the back here, pretty close to the water as you can see, perfect spot. I've taken all the gear off that I don't need to go kayaking with, so now I'm out and going to go for fish. I've got all the gear ready, all the lines and rods, should be a little bit of fun. Afternoon's looking good, sun's coming out, let's get into it. Whoa! Wow! Oh, it's a carp. All the same. He's gonna get me in the fingers. Come on, turn, baby. Oh! That's just too powerful for me to turn. Come on, you big brute. No, there's a whole stack of them just sitting here under the boat. Look at that, big boy. Back out of here. He must have been just feeding up here on the bank. Whee. Alright, there we go. There's a real big boil just right behind it, and then yeah, he must have swung or his mate saw it and kaboom, in they came. So that was a little lure there. It's a little jackal chubby suspending in that sort of blacky or dark brown black colour The little orange tail. Alright, so that's the first carp of the trip. I'd rather it be a bass, but anyway, got this guy landed on the jackal chubby. Yeah, they get pretty big. This is one of the biggest ones I've caught, but just the same. Pretty prized species in a lot of countries, but a noxious pest here in Australia, and they've got to be taken out of the system. So this guy will be getting knocked on the head, and that's just how it is.
Had a good thing going and laid it all down. It's been 500 days since I've left town, and I don't remember why I drove away, knowing that I want you back someday.
Alright, well, for what was a pretty quiet day so far, I've just had a bit of a rest, come back, had some food, got a hot coffee with me, changed my gear, put some bit warmer clothes on. It's not cold, but I'm going to be fishing into the dark, so put my big Lovig boots on so I don't get wet and cold feet. Yeah, that's those babies. It's pretty cool. Oh, got to be a carp, surely. Yeah, big heavy carpy. I think, oh, he's come off. Yeah. Probably saved me some grief. How about that drag? I saw a little boil come up behind it. Yes, Mr. Carp. And the carp always hang in the same spots as you'd expect the bass to be, right up tight in some of the snags. Maybe they're just in there fossicking. Oh, it's got to be a bass, surely. Come on. Oh, bassy, yoo-hoo! That's what I want to see. First on the Susan. Good, mate. Okay. Yeah, baby, we're in. First on the surface tonight, that's great. Woo, worked pretty hard for that. Definitely pretty hard. Third session of the day. Nice little bass, not the biggest, but a good size fish. Yeah, beautiful. All right. So there's the lovely little sharp little hooks on that guy. The surface Susan. Let's clear him out. There's the bass. Yee-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, he's got a pretty good fish actually now that I've pulled him out. I'll get him on the measuring scale. So yeah, I've been working super duper hard today. Had a few strikes, a couple of carp as well. But this guy, yeah, I reckon he'd be pushing that high 30s. So I'll get my little rule there. See what he comes up at. Right on the 38 centimetres. Beautiful prime, Talua or Kangaroo River bass. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, love my bass fishing, especially in this environment. It's just spectacular to be here. Fishing, beautiful. All right, I'll slide it back in. See if we can get on to another because it's a short window tonight. You hit it and took it under. Somehow missed the hooks. Yeah. Yeah, well that last bass actually destroyed. Wow, yeah, he's destroyed the front trebs. I should have checked, but anyway, yeah, he's only got one set. So what I'll do, I'll switch over. It's a fish. I'm not sure why it's not fighting like that. My gosh. Well, there you go. That's why. It's a turtle. You see that? Hooked him through the... He must have had a crack at it. How funny. Not sure if you can pick these up without getting nipped. He's got a bit of weed. Probably going to just come off, I think. There you go. Oh, he's got it on his little hand, the poor bugger. Alright, let me see if I can get him off. Yes, mate, I feel your pain. Oh, wow. First time for everything. Hang on, mate. Right, where's the head? Poor little guy's got that treble just very slightly in one of his little paws, so we should be able to get it out easy. Sorry, mate. Yep. So Carter's on the menu. You going to come out and say hello? Gosh, he wants to head on them. Better get a photo of that because no one will believe me otherwise. Yeah, catch of the day on a cicada lure. Turtle. That is definitely an interesting catch. Well, time to head back to camp. 8:30, gone a little bit quiet, so I'll call that a day. It's been a big day, that's 3 sessions. I'll be looking forward to it getting into bed, that's for sure. Alright, well it's super early morning here, getting ready for the next session. We're at 5 o'clock, so it's pitch black. Had a nice little sleep actually, pretty peaceful. No one else on the campsite, so yeah, always keeps you a little bit alert. But yeah, had a great little rest and going to get ready for this first thing morning session out on the bass. A little bit quiet yesterday, but I'm tipping as the next couple of days roll on, it gets a little bit warmer and the river will flush a little bit cleaner. Hopefully the fish will jump on board and get a bit more into it. But had a great fun day yesterday. Did 3 sessions yesterday, and yeah, need to get onto a few more nicer fish today. But beautiful place to be, and really happy. Brother's coming this morning, so I'll meet him, and hopefully the pair of us can nail a few fish. So stay tuned for that, should be good. Alright, glorious, let's get into it. I'll get this light off and get my night eyes focused. First fish, second cast. Oh, bassy, here we go, nice fish. Whew. That's what you like to start the morning with. Second cast of the day, yippee. He's not a monster, he's a good fish. Nice stuff. Nice kick off. Gotta be super happy just to get on one. There's a cicada on the other side, one of the Temco soft shells just in the black. Yeah, he's a nice little healthy bass. Brilliant. Ooh, the old heart starter. Can still feel my old heart thumping in my chest there. Good stuff. Love it. The exact same as yesterday's fish, a nice 38. 38. Beautiful looking prime morning bass. Glorious morning here, so time to go back. Love that. I've been casting lures at that little area for the last 3 sessions for no fish, but it just looked like just the perfect position for a bass to be in waiting. Little corner tucked in, so all the current coming down the river sort of hits this little corner. Yeah, just screamed bass, so pretty happy to get one there this morning. It's the sound of the day waking up right there. Absolutely beautiful sounds from the birds. Okay, I've just switched sides now of the river. This side will be the last to get the sun on it, so that's generally how you do this. The idea is if there's a lot of light on the water, fish, yeah, they don't really like coming up as much. So you try and fish in the shade as much as you can. That's what I was told a long time ago. I've got to agree that, with experience fishing, a lot of the fish are found in the shade and not in the bright sun. It's a fog burning off this morning in the water. Looks pretty cool. Couple of nice snags up here. I'll keep some surface action going before I move into some real shallow divers, and then even then a little bit more of a deep divers after that. Oh, damn it. You heard that big splash right on this nice little snag hanging out of the water. He's missed the hooks clean. Ow. Yeah, wow. Oh, no. Come on. Dropped again. Go, whopper plopper, carp. Oh, big carp on the plopper, on the whopper plopper. Oh yeah, he's a big brute. Oh. Trying to tow me in, the bugger. Plopper. The whopper plopper surface. Big carp. Man, I wasn't getting off there in a hurry unless he broke me off. He's a big boy. That's the whopper plopper. This cool spinning tail makes this really, it's a really good little surface lure. Well, it's not too little, but it, yeah, tripped that guy up. Let's have a look. Yeah, so he's a pretty decent sized one. Big boy. Such a shame because they actually fight super hard. But they're just such a noxious species here, and they've just destroyed so much of our native stuff. Anyway, heading back to camp now after the morning session. Just one nice quality bass and one big hooter of a carp. So I'm going to go and have some brekkie and rest for a bit till my brother comes along, and I'll catch up with him, which is going to be fun. Go hooked up with my brother now, so he's going to come across and we'll just sort of fish this tough part of the day, which is like the middle of the day. It's pretty damn hot, I can tell you that, boiling. Got him? Beauty. Yeah, it's a really good looking corner. Yeah. Was he on the point? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, another bump. Good stuff, brother. That's great. Hey? Great.
Anyway, little bass.
Oh, chances aren't good. Big, horrible carpy's just gone straight into the timbers. Whoa. Let's see if he comes out. It's feeling very timbery. Oh. Oh. You friggin' brutes. Saw him sip it. Oh. He's up and under the other side. Ah, there you go. Oh, it was worth a try. Smashed. Yeah, he went straight under that snag there. Oh well, one lure down. What a classic. Smoking. Yeah, fairly heavy leader too, like a 10 pounder. Yeah, he just couldn't handle that stress on the timber there. Cicada. Oh, but I'm really looking for bass. But I did see him come up and I thought, what the hell? Give him a little tickle. Morning all, very early actually, she's about 5 AM. We're out on the river in the dark. Lots of mist and fog rolling through on the river this morning, but the conditions are pretty brilliant, beautiful. So we're just going to make our way to a couple of snags that we had a fish on yesterday, and we'll be casting around predominantly the cicada lures style this morning, and hopefully we can come across a couple of big bass and not so many carp. But yeah, yesterday we had a pretty tough day, but yeah, we had a bit of fun and caught a few different fish. So let's see what we get onto this morning. That's what we want. A nice strike. Come on, baby. Oy. Doesn't feel enormous, but I'm pretty happy to get the first hook up. Oh. Oh yeah, nice little bass. Yeah. Feisty. There we go. Oh, it breaks the morning silence, that drag crashing. Yeah, he's probably about 30, something like that. It's a lovely little fish there on the cicada. Looking good. Alright, let's go like the 3-way treb. Just on 6.14, this guy. Yeah, just over 30, I reckon. 35 centimetres of beautiful freshwater river bass down here at Kangaroo Valley. Such a cool fish, these guys. Something about them. Oh, came off that guy. They give you a scare when they hit. That's a bass. Not a huge one. Jeez, they fight up. Number 2. Oh, yeah, they got some grunt, the little bass. Come on. Yeah, he's going hard. He's a nice fish too. He's another size up from the last one. He's a bit bigger. That's the one. Yeah, definitely a bit bigger than the last. Went hard. Hey, mate. Yeah, nice big thumping bass. Look at that. Look at that cicada in there. It's completely demolished it. He wanted it big time. Beautiful big bass, look at him. Yeah, he's going to be pushing 37, 38, I reckon. Such a cool predator. 39, hang on, sorry. The old eyes in the morning, 38 centimetre. So I haven't been able to get bigger than the 38 so far, but gosh, super happy to catch that beautiful fish in the morning. Lovely. Oh, far out, another one. Sitting under a rock ledge here, like a rock wall. Oh. Bugger. It's just on the little Temco tiny. No, it could be a bass, but if it is, it's going to be sizable. No, big carp. Yeah. Yeah. Jumbo, only got pretty light gear. And tiny little Temco, tiny actually. Big brutes. Not that happy to see me. You saw the net, I think. Heavy buggers. There you go. Okay, that's my little Temco tiny. Demolished. That's the big carp. As we said already, noxious species here in Australia. I think they're actually illegal to put back into the system. So this old fella will be getting knocked on the head. Yeah, he's a big boy. Big jumbo carp.
Yeah.
Took on one of those little tiny cicada soft shell.
I know.
Demolished the lure. Yeah.
The bass have been hard to catch, but I haven't really
Yeah.
had much success at the bass.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you get a couple this morning?
I've got two,
Yeah.
and two of those are that same size.
Okay. One carp, and I got a 38 and a 35 in the bass.
Yeah.
Okay, this is feeling a bit more bassy. Yeah, just a little guy. Little feisty one.
Sunlight dances on the balcony as I wait for thee to come home. I fumble my words, yeah, my mind's a mess. when you're in that dress. Glad you're home.
And my plan is to stay for another night, so I'm going to move down to the Shoalhaven Gorge tonight, this afternoon, and reset up the campsite and stay down there somewhere. Now, I haven't been down to the gorge before, but I've heard lots about it, especially about how beautiful the area is. So hopefully still there's a couple of fish biting as well. But this afternoon I'm just going to offload a little bit of gear and keep heading to the next destination, which should be fun. So I'll get back on if I catch a fish, or once I'm set up down at the gorge. This is the Tallowa Dam wall right here. You can see the two end pieces. You could basically paddle straight there and you'd go straight off the dam. That's why it has all these safety markers telling you to stay out. I don't think it'd be a fun ride, but how about the country? Spectacular stuff. Absolutely stunning, this Shoalhaven Gorge. Beautiful. Just cooking up a bit of dinner tonight down in the Shoalhaven Gorge. It's just spectacular down here. If you haven't gotten yourself down here yet, definitely put it on your to-do list. I'm in this little private camping spot. Not private, meaning I'm the only one here. I'm just going to cook a couple of pieces of pork medallion for dinner. And my brother and cameraman, they just left recently. They'll paddle way back to Tallowa. And I've just stayed on the extra night because I don't have to be home yet. So yeah, pretty rapt to be here. Got my little tent set up over here on the side. The fire. That's going to cook my little dinner there. And have a bit of a feed. And probably have an early night. Maybe have a bit of a fish in the morning. Looking good. Be hard to beat over the hot coals. Now check this out, I'm in the most stunning, absolutely gorgeous place here, the Shoalhaven Gorge. So I've paddled from the Kangaroo River with my brother today, and then I've changed a little bit of gear from the car, and then I've come down further for my first time here in the gorge. Absolutely outstanding. Got the sunset, I got actually a rainbow up here. I'll have to have a look at that. Up there in the sky, rainbow. We had a few showers before. How's this for a backdrop? Absolutely 10 out of 10. Magic. Here's the Hobie Outback. Power pole down, ready to go out first thing in the morning. We found that this end of the river is a lot muddier, a lot dirtier than the Kangaroo River end. Very interesting. And look at the escarpment in the gorge, it's absolutely unbelievable. When the sunlight hit it as it was setting a little while ago, you would have swore it had lights on it. It was just beautiful orange. A little bit before we had a few showers, it got a little bit wet, but I did get to set up my tent behind me before dark. I've already had a nice big cook-up meal. Put one of the little grills on and had some pork medallions, believe it or not, with some pasta salad and some tomatoes. Bread roll with butter. Got a nice hot coffee here. It's in by the campfire. Camping on the Shoalhaven. And I just saw a big carp jump out in the water out there. I should throw a popper on him. And the whole place is just starting to come alive with the cicadas, believe it or not. You can hear them. What a way to spend a night solo on the river. It's a little bit sprinkling at the moment, so hopefully we don't get another downpour, but I can see a little bit on the water. But wow, what a spot. So I've got the ultimate bedroom this morning. The ultimate view. Well, not this view. But have a look at this. There's the campsite. Camp right up here on that river. It's a gorgeous morning. A little bit of a breeze has come up. But yeah, snuggled up here in the tent, pretty good. We get up and get out. Have a look for some fish down this end of the river on the Shoalhaven. I'd just like to say, you know, that was a special little spot. I'll definitely be coming back here. Hopefully bring a few buddies. Really happy my brother got to see it yesterday. But yeah, we'll definitely come down and camp here again. And also have a little bit more time exploring down this way. We haven't gone too far down the gorge, just a little bit. But I've got to head back now. I've got something to do special at home, so we have a paddle back to Tallowa, maybe 3.5 kilometres. Pack all the gear. But man, have a look at this site. It's unbelievable. And check out the gorge. Just absolutely crackers, hey? Unbelievable. Look at it. Obviously looks quite different to when the sun's fully out. But yeah. It's hard to sort of think how lucky we are in Australia. Like, we're out on these sort of beautiful systems. I haven't seen a single person. We're just so lucky to be able to have this open spaces like this.